Welcome to the Fresno Football Club Match Day pregame show. This program is sponsored by Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
Hello and welcome to Fresno FC Match Day, the Fox's official pregame show. I'm Nick King at Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company in downtown Fresno. 2 Saturdays ago, FFC played its first ever game. This past Saturday, Los Zorros earned its first ever point after a 1-1 tie against LA Galaxy 2. Now, for the second week in a row, Fresno FC found itself down a goal in the first 3 minutes, but got a break later in the first half when a red card forced LA to play the rest of the match down a man. And then, after so many chances that came oh so close, the Foxes finally got the equalizer goal in the second half from Alex Cooper. Let's take a look now at some of those key moments.
As the Lights put one in within the first 2 minutes of the game. Certainly not a mistake that Adam Smith will want his squad to repeat tonight.
A couple of years with DC United to take the corner kick. All lined across, headed in! A goal in the 3rd minute for Galaxy 2.
Goal LA Galaxy 2.
Oh, early troubles for Fresno again.
Into the near post area here with the goal. Hayden had to get more forwards.
Wow, Barrera. Ellis Hayden sends the service shot, saved by Hamilton. Bustamante can't put that in. What an incredible run up for Fresno.
They had Casino Classico. They have plenty of options.
Fresno trying to get forward here. Ellis Hayden brought down dangerously. A straight red card. Galaxy 2 is going to be down to 10 the rest of the way, and Justin Dillon has been sent off.
Ellis Hayden going forwards, and that's why leaves the feet.
Johnson for Ribeiro, and it's an expert step in. Zuback intercepted. Ellis Hayden lofting toward the back post, bounces to Kaffa, who turns. Bustamante header save, Hamilton. Right place, right time
to make the attempt.
Is this the breakthrough for Fresno? Headed, saved with one hand by Hamilton. He brings it down. Oh, Bustamante can't buy a goal. That's the 3rd big save by Hamilton. Well, Fresno's past that magic 500 mark that they were looking for, and it's a drastic advantage in that sense. There's the service. Janey off the back post.
Would have been special with his first touch, coming off the bench to put that one in. A lot of experienced coaches, but their first seasons with their new teams.
Oh, tacks on here. Kaffa! Fresno finally has their equalizer. Oh, it's Cooper who scored. 1-1.
The ball forwards from Kaffa, just strong in the challenge. Schultz came over because Schultz had come.
Play on still. Cheney trying to hold on here. And that's the game. LA Galaxy 2 scores in the 3rd minute, and they hold on despite the man disadvantage down the stretch.
The attendance at Chancey Park Saturday, 6,128. About 1,600 fewer fans than Game 1, but still good for 6th highest in the league for the weekend. Nashville SC leading the way with just a shade under 19,000 in the team's USL debut. The 2nd highest attendance also coming from a USL debut. Vegas drew 9,000 in the Lights' first home game. For the first time, Fresno FC has a player on the USL's Team of the Week. Left back Alex Cooper, of course, put home the tying goal in the 75th minute. Cooper also completed 58 of 67 passes with 3 tackles and 3 interceptions. Alex Cooper is a 26-year-old from Birmingham, England, and that goal, a nominee for the USL Fans' Choice Goal of the Week.
Looks back to Mansoray. Otula Guerra manages to find it at the top of the box. It's a fantastic ball in, and he just manages to beat Paiser. What a goal for the home side.
An absolute cracker.
The come from Cortez. Asante the other way. Oh, what a goal! Solomon Asante in back-to-back games.
Field was up to standard. Long curling ball with the center pair. She's there. Header and a side of the net. And the Monarchs strike early on a brilliant service. And the goal by Corey Baird.
Kevin Aleman will play forward. A counter-attacking opportunity is on here for Sacramento Republic. Here's Cameron Iwasa running at Cronulla. Turns him. He'll peel it back. Iwasa still on. Left-footed shot, and it's in! Carving the shooting opportunity around Alex Cronulla. It's Cameron Iwasa.
Reminder, we want to make your fandom of Fresno FC a part of this show. We're searching social media for those hashtags, Somos Zorros, Built for Fresno, and We Are Foxes. We'll be using these kinds of pictures and videos heading into each commercial break.
The Fresno Football Club Match Day pregame show will be right back after these short messages. Welcome back to the Fresno Football Club Match Day pregame show. This program is sponsored by Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
Okay, head coach Adam Smith joining us now. Adam, you guys coming off the draw, feel a little bit better than the win, getting a point.
Is it a tie or is it a draw? What is it? So.
You know, I usually say tie.
Okay, a draw. I think draw's the English term, and tie's the American term. But anyway, yeah, it was a tie. It wasn't a win, unfortunately, but it was close. How do I feel? I'm pleased actually, because it's building blocks. It's the next step, and of course you want to go on and beat a side that's down to 10 men at home. However, it can sometimes be more difficult to play against 10 players because they changed their game plan. They were already 1-0 up, so they automatically think, right, we're just going to protect that lead and we're going to block it in and make it really difficult for Fresno to open them up. And they did that, but we, just as last week, we were resilient. We kept grinding, we kept pushing. I always felt we were going to score, and we did. And we really had enough chances to go and get the second goal as well, but it wasn't to be. But it's the next step, and it will come.
And you had to be resilient, because we have to talk about going down early again in the first 3 minutes there. What's going through your mind when that happens? And on a corner kick, when we talked last week about got to be better on the set plays, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want to put that to bed. You would think that we're a team that doesn't practice defending the box or doesn't practice set plays, and we do. We're organised. We religiously go over that every week. Yeah, it's disappointing. Yeah, you just think, what's going on? But we're a good team, so I'm not worried about it. It's something that's going to continue. It's happened. It's happened to many other teams before us. I've got enough pros in there and mature players to get things sorted out, and we'll just put that to bed and we'll move on.
Yeah, and for the record, I came out to practice Friday night, and that's exactly what you guys were working on while I was out there. Yeah. There were a lot of chances, especially once they got down to 10 men. One guy I thought was right in the mix a lot, just did everything but put it in, was Renato Bustamante. What did you see from him Saturday?
Yeah, he's been like that all pre-season, and got his goal last week, and it was a bit unfortunate really. Just wasn't his night to score, you know, but he was still there, he still had the chances, so I'm not worried about him. Whether he's coming off the bench or whether he's starting, he's going to be somebody that always looks like he's going to get a goal. So that'll take care of itself. And we talked in training today, just the little details that could be slightly better from our forwards in order to give themselves a little bit more space or a little bit more time in front of goal. If you look at the chances, I think Pedro had a very, very good chance as well. Renato had a very good chance. I think Chris Chaney again had a chance. So, you know, on another night they go in. But the important thing is that we were patient and we did get our goal. We did get our rewards. We didn't get impatient and we didn't start to panic and we didn't start to just, you know, change things dramatically. We kept working away and we got our rewards. So I'm very happy about that.
Chaney coming off the bench, what do you think he brings for you guys?
Well, he's not found his best form yet, if I'm honest. He's still a young player that's learning. He was obviously very successful here with the Fuego and with the PDL. We know that the PDL is a different level, and we know that, you know, somebody coming into this environment from PDL is going to find it a lot more challenging, a lot harder. However, whatever level you're playing at, you still need to do the business, and he did do it at PDL level, and I know he can do it at this level as well. If you look at last Saturday's game, he had I think the header which Bustamante ended up putting in came from Chaney, and he had another chance just before that which the goalkeeper made an excellent save on. So it's going to come for him, and then I think when it comes, you know, it won't stop. They'll keep going, and that's what we hope for.
3 games in 8 days. Is that a challenge at all?
We've got a big squad actually, so from that standpoint, no, because I have options to rotate players around and bring players in, so that's okay. I mean, the obvious challenges are, it's, you know, with the travel in between. The travel's one of the hardest things to deal with, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's what the game is, and other teams have to do it, and the guys are fit enough now. We've really focused on getting the right training plan in place for them, so that if they look after their bodies off the field, they'll be fine. We're doing ice baths, we're doing massage, we're making sure that the training loads are appropriate, so that they can feel fresh on game day, because that's the most important thing. So, you know, I just ask them to be honest with me. If anyone's feeling anything, then, you know, there's opportunities to rotate players in, but the guys are looking pretty sharp at the moment.
Reminder, we want your fandom of Fresno FC to be a part of this show. We'll be searching social media for the hashtags Somos Zorros, Built for Fresno, and We Are Foxes. We'll be using the pictures and videos heading into each commercial break.
The Fresno Football Club Matchday pregame show will be right back after these short messages. Welcome back to the Fresno Football Club Matchday pregame show. This program is sponsored by Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
Time now to meet another one of the Foxes. We've got defender Ramon Martin del Campo here. Ramon, born in Mexico, moved across the border when you were pretty young, 2 years old?
That's right, just around 2 years old. Don't really remember much. Just know that my roots are there, my family's from there, so I take that with me, but I'm definitely an American first.
What are your earliest memories of playing soccer?
I'd have to say watching my father play in a Sunday league. Seeing him out there was me watching an MLS game or watching a Liga MX game. I thought it was the ultimate experience. I was a little ultra myself. I'd take my shirt off when they score and go nuts, sing songs, and the whole shebang. So those are my earliest memories. And from then on, I wanted to play and pursue it to the fullest of my ability.
What do you think was the first time that you allowed yourself to ever dream of reaching a professional level?
As a young boy, around 8 years old, I knew I wanted to. But as I got older, I saw the sacrifice and the discipline and the commitment it takes to get there. So around high school, I truly dedicated myself. I sort of promised myself that I would leave no regrets and no doubt in my mind if I were to make it or not. So I gave it my all from then on.
How would you describe the journey you've been on to reach this point?
Brutal, no doubt about it. It's not easy. It's not easy. There's going to be a lot of heartbreaks, There's going to be tears, sweat, blood, everything. But it's definitely worth it once you put on the jersey and once you kiss the badge and you got a family to represent out there on the field. Like here in Fresno, we got 7,000, 8,000 fans to represent day in and day out. So that's the beautiful part. But definitely a grueling process to get here.
What was the biggest heartbreak along the way?
Biggest heartbreak, I'd have to say, when I was coming out of college, I was a big time prospect for the MLS draft. There were mock drafts going out that I was going to go in the first round from pick 3 to pick 4, pick 10, pick 8. Went through some difficulties in the combine. I was sick, etc., and I didn't end up getting picked, and I signed a senior deal, which ended up being terminated. And that, I'd have to say, was the biggest heartbreak, but one of the best learning experiences I've ever gone through. One of the best processes that helped me grow to the fullest, to become a better man and to become a better footballer. And then I was blessed with the opportunity to go sign for a first division team in Costa Rica, which is Deportivo Saprissa. So I got a whole journey under my belt. With a lot of experiences, a lot of good ones and bad ones.
A movie about your life, what actor would you want to play you?
Oof, that is a good one. I have to say Russell Crowe. You know, he's got a movie like Gladiator. I like that. I think he could portray me pretty well.
Who would you say is the biggest athletic freak on the team?
Biggest athletic freak, I have to give my boy Sam Strong some credit. That man is an animal, just waiting to be unleashed. The guy can jump and hit his chest on the crossbar. It's unbelievable. The kid's got a lot of potential in him. I love his work ethic. He's an animal. He's a beast.
Who in the world would you trade lives with for one day?
I'd have to go with my younger brother. He's in the U.S. Army. He's a cavalry scout. And I would want to trade just one day to see how he does it. Every day he just impresses me day in and day out, the things he's willing to sacrifice and the things he's willing to give up just so he can be a U.S. soldier and to defend our freedom. So I definitely want to trade spots with him one day just to see what it's like to have that honor for a day. So I definitely respect all men and women in uniform, so I want to do that.
That's probably the best answer I've ever gotten to that question. What would you say is an off-the-field passion of yours or a secret talent that people wouldn't know about?
Secret talent? I think I'm a mariachi artist by night. I play the guitar. I'm not going to say it's one of my best talents, but I can string a couple songs. I can sing a couple tunes. Maybe not the best voice, but I'll get the whole bar singing with me, and then that's a good one. A good little talent I got.
All right, let's say we're at the bar. We're singing karaoke. What's your go-to song?
El Rey. Definitely.
If you were asking questions, any other questions that you would ask of yourself? Anything else that we should know about you?
Me get to ask myself the question, huh? I would say, what's life like off the pitch? And I think a lot of people just see the professional soccer player first, and they sort of forget to see the man behind it. For myself and all my teammates included, what's life like for us off the field? I think you'd see that we're all true professionals. We choose to take care of our bodies day in and day out. Some people may think, this job's easy. You just come out and train 2 hours and go perform on Saturday and entertain people. So much goes into it. Soccer is it's a 24-hour thing for a lot of my teammates and myself. We have other talents. We have other things we choose to enjoy, but we know that this is a priority, and we know it doesn't end just on the field. It continues into our homes, into the way we live our lives, the way we represent ourselves around the city.
The Fresno Football Club Match Day pregame show will be right back after these short messages. Welcome back to the Fresno Football Club Match Day pregame show. This program is sponsored by Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
Very early look at the Western Conference standings, where the Swope Park Rangers and Sacramento Republic FC both off to 2-0-0 starts. Swope Park playing in the Kansas City area, an affiliate of Sporting KC. Phoenix Rising and the Las Vegas Lights both 1-0-1. Real Monarchs SLC 1-0. Those are your top 5. Fresno FC down at 13th, of course, just 2 matches in. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Zorros, after tonight's game in Seattle, back home Saturday against OKC Energy FC. That game is on CW59, as is the next game, the following Saturday at St. Louis FC. Note the earlier start time for the first game not on the West Coast. As we continue in April, 2 more home games. Against Tulsa on Wednesday the 18th, that one on this TV 26.2, and then a Sunday game against San Antonio FC, televised on CW59. And that is our show. From the Fox Den at Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company in downtown Fresno, I'm Nick King. Enjoy the game tonight. We leave you with Jaime Ramirez and the birth of Los Zorros.
Have I ever told you the legend of Los Zorros? It is a legend, not of size or strength, of fury or fire, but one of speed, cunning, and of sheer will. Born to thrive, fearless in battle, always quicker, always smarter, always winning. So tell me, do you have what it takes to become